We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game between our visitors. Get ready to settle in for an entertaining 4 quarters. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway from Las Vegas. And chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that and broke off his pass rush and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Jackson will throw again. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the AFC has taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. That's what we want right there, CD. It's the Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the AFC set to go now.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. These two teams all tied after one. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Devin White, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at Samuel.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And touchdown. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, Jackson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. His way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Well, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Nick Bosa, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's good. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the NFC. He's got room at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop? We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Finding Walker complete. There he goes right side. Trotting. Touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the AFC strikes quickly there for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So the first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the AFC able to cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half,
good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch, as that play good for 30 and a 1st. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands, because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Again, Jackson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, from 8 yards out. And the AFC has retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's Jackson. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC takes advantage of the interception, and they turn it into 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last time out on the very first.
And now here's another interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game. And quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. To throw is Jackson.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jackson will throw again. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Darren Waller from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has it. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and they'll have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jackson's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the AFC able to capitalize on the fumble recovery as it leads to 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just...
All wide open, complete, touchdown. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC just continues to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
67, our home team, 35.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. 33 yards. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I believe the NFC recovered, and they did. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Ready, ready.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Boy, shifts past him. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score AFC 74.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some more.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
75 yards. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
AFC 74. Our home team, 49.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the AFC. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Finding Walker complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.